Hello and thanks again for joining me for some more Planet Crafter on Planet Humble, and we are picking up shortly after the last episode, in which between episodes I did do some running around as usual and picking up all of our iridium and uranium from the rockets that we sent up at the start of the episode. I'm not going to send up any today because we've got quite a supply here. While I was doing that running around, we did pass over into Flora and heading towards trees. We've got quite a bit of stuff that we can build. I did also find a spot where I think I am going to build our proper base, because this is just our temporary base for now. But while I was running around picking up our stuff, we did unlock the Tier 2 Ore Extractors. There it is there. Okay. Can we make the super alloy rods that we need for that? Yes, we can. Okay. So we did find some more osmium in the last episode, up the beanstalk. So what we're going to do... Alright, so what do we need for the... let's see. Let's pin that. It's pretty straightforward. There's a lot of super alloy and aluminum. Super alloy. Okay. Alright, so there was more super alloy back up this way, so we will pop up here and see if we can find any more up here. I'm pretty sure we didn't grab all of it, but we're going to need a ton of it. And I think the first thing we'll do is try and set up a T2 ore extractor for the osmium. Alright, we've been around here, so cruise around here and see how much super alloy we can find on the ground, and we might have to craft some up as well. Let's see. Alright, so I know there were some spots up here which we didn't get to. This looks like some more osmium and stuff over here. We'll grab the osmium. There's some super alloy there. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if we can put up an ore extractor up here or not. I'm not sure if there's a spot up here where we can mine super alloy. I know what we could do, because we did unlock the pretty sure we unlocked the GPS satellite rocket in the last episode. So maybe if we put that up, that might show us the areas where we can mine stuff. Alright, we're getting a fair bit of osmium. There's not a lot of super alloy up here though. There's another one of these funky little statue thingies. Alright. Yeah, we didn't get much super alloy there. Okay. Alright. Maybe there's a spot around here that we haven't been. So maybe we should go back and see what we need to send up the GPS satellite, because that might be handy. Because I think we're possibly still quite a fair way away from auto crafters. Alright, now oxygen is a bit low. Let's just I didn't bring any with me. And is that gonna spawn a chest up in the... Alright. Alright, let's fill up. Alright, well, may as well drop this stuff off. Pop that in there. I mean, we've got heaps of resources. We can craft plenty of super alloy. It's just takes a little while because it's so many ingredients for each one. Let's just grab some oxygen. Alright. Where did we drop our chest of stuff? So I was going to try and drop down there. Is this where we were? Over here somewhere. So does that leave our chest up in the air? Or is that it down there? Or is it further up? Always take an oxygen canister with you. Alright, let's cruise back up here and retrace our steps. So I think I tried to jump off over here. I was going to see if I could jump down there. That might be our chest down there. Or it could be one that was here that we didn't check. Yeah, that was... It's not the one of our stuff that we dropped. And I don't think this one is either. So we may have just lost our stuff. What's that? Up there. Is that it? That's our chest. Okay. Alrighty. Let's pop in here. And we'll cruise back home. So I think we can get through this cave. Everything is starting to look a lot different. Alright. Can't get through that way. Is it around here? Up through here. Alright. So let's check out the GPS rocket. Because if we can mine some super alloy, that'd be handy. Let's just chuck that in there. Throw that in there too. Yeah, these explosives. We've got some in here. Let's sort that. Okay. Alright. Let's go up here. These explosives can go in here. Got some aluminum. Okay, that's full. Alright. We don't really have a shortage of normal resources. Let's cruise on over here. Seeds. Pop that in there. They can go in there. Alright. Did I not pick up oxygen? I think I must have picked up a water instead. Let's grab an oxygen. That can go in there. Uranium rods in here. Alright. Let's go and have a look at the GPS rocket. Up here. Okay, so that uses super alloy as well. We've also got the seed spreader rocket. Now we did put up a plant rocket. Alright. So we already built a compass chip. I mean, we've got one on us, I believe. Yes. But I think did we build an extra one? If we did, it will be in one of these containers over here. This one? No, we didn't. Okay. Alright, so we need aluminum. Okay, let's just pin it. So 2 aluminum, silicon, magnesium, and what else did we need? Alright, let's pin that. So, is that all? Just 2 super alloys. Okay. Now, I'm not sure. Have we got the... Yes, we do have the screen. Oh, wait. Is that the map screen, though? Or is there not a map screen anymore? So I know they did make some changes to that you can open up the map without being at a map screen. So the last time I played through, my Planet Prime playthrough was in early access. Alright, so we need a couple of super alloys. Let's grab those. I believe we've got a rocket engine here. Alright, let's get this thing launched. That's the one we want. And look at all the little pink things coming off of these big growths. Alright. Let's go and build ourselves a satellite screen. Just check our bark while we're here. Got a new exoskeleton unlocked. Let's quickly grab our food. Alright, so that's full. Okay, let's eat that one. We don't have one for our beans yet. That's fine. Pop those in there. Let's just drink one of them. Alright. Let's pin that. So that also needs a compass. So 2 aluminum, a magnesium, and a silicon. 1, 2. One of those. And one of those. So we'll build that. Now we need one of these osmiums. And another silicon. Okay. Let's grab that. Okay, and we'll put this up. There, we'll do for now. We'll build a proper office later on. Alright, so we've got okay, a GPS. Alright, so we don't have a map unlocked. What do we need for that? Alright, we also have the T4 heaters unlocked. Alright. I don't suppose it's in under here. Vehicle logistics. So there used to be a map screen. I don't know if that's a thing anymore. Alright, well, okay. Let's go back to our T2 extractor. How many super alloys do we need? 7. I don't think that's going to be enough. Oh, we need one more. And we need an aluminum, so we'll go 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. One of them. One of them. Am I missing anything? Alright, I think that should be enough to make us a super alloy. Alright, iridium rods. 3 osmiums. Alright, bit of a storm going on. Okay, so I think our best bet is to put it in here somewhere. We can find the spot we were at before where we could see all the osmium. Yeah, up here. So I think if we were able to place one in here. And we don't have the power for that. Okay. So it looks like we need to get some more power. How much does this use? 164. Yeah, I think we somewhere around 80. Alright. So let's have a look. Even less than 80. Alright, so alright. Another one of them should bring us up. But of course we need super alloy, but if we take one of them down, we'll get 3 super alloy back. So we need some explosive powder, some bottles of water. Now we've got explosive powder up here. Okay, was it just one? Yep. And we should get 1 uranium rod back, so we just need to grab 2 of them. Let's grab 2 of those. Alright, so if we pull that down. And yeah, we'll eventually make a dedicated spot for our power. That'll do for the time being. Is that going to give us enough? That should be enough. Okay. This super alloy can go back in there. Just head up here quickly. Alright, just going to eat one of those. Drink one of those. Alright, let's try this again. And see if it mines osmium in that spot. I'm guessing it will. I'm not sure where we might be able to mine super alloy. Maybe we can pop it up here. Let's just grab that out the way. Let's try it here. Where is it? There it is. Won't let us put it here. Alright, so I guess down here it has to be. Let's just have a look. Okay, that is mining osmium. It will mine other stuff as well. Okay, so let's gather some stuff to make another one. So we're gonna have to make some more super alloy. Shouldn't be a problem. Although we are a bit low on aluminum. Let's grab 4 of them. 4 of them. 4 of those. 4 magnesium. 4 cobalt and 4 iron. That'll let us make 4 super alloys. That gives us 6. How many do we need for the road? 8. Okay. That's fine. We should be able to do that pretty easy. So, we'll do a couple because we're going to need them. Magnesium, cobalt, iron. Alright, so I think the other one we were going to want to do was going to be the Uraninite with the T2. Alright. Okay, so let's grab this back. We need an aluminum or aluminium, if that's the way you pronounce it. Okay, iridium rods, 1, 2 of them. 1, 2, 3 osmium. Okay, so let's cruise back through there. And see if we can mine the uraninite with the tier 2. So we need to go through there. Just follow our marker that we put up. Alright, I will just, I know we've got plenty of oxygen, but I'm just going to top up anyway, just in case. And I probably should have brought stuff with me to maybe put an ore crusher. But I guess it doesn't really matter that much. Same as with our bauxite. It's not really producing all that much bauxite. Okay. We do at least have a hab here. And I guess this still needs to melt as well. Alright. So, let's chuck one of these up. And of course we don't have the power for that. Alright. Let's grab a couple of iron. One more iron around here. Okay. Let's just chuck a storage in here. I'll pop all that in there. Actually, we don't need those in there. So when we come back here, we can build that. So let's head back home and we'll pop up another nuclear reactor. And this place is starting to look pretty lush. So all of that ice has melted around there now. So this was all a cave when we first came in here. Oh, and look. This is one of the frog ponds, I think. So we should keep an eye out on those. I think we're still a fair way away from getting any frogs with this little lagoon over here. There's another frog pond there. Now, I'm getting off track. We need to go in that direction. And this place looks completely different to when we first came in here. Let's just top up our oxygen just a little bit. Alright, so we've still got our ice tunnel. I think this will take us home. I think we've got to go down this one. Is this the right way? Yep. Alright, well we can see if our osmium mining is doing anything. We've got a couple of pieces. Once we get the tier 3, we'll be able to have better results with the mining, but at least it's some osmium coming in, so we don't have to worry too much about our osmium supplies anymore. We could always put up a second one. Okay. Let's just drop off this stuff. So we've got titanium. And silicone. Cobalt. Alright, so for another one of these. Alright, so that's super alloy on me. We're going to need 2 of them. Bottle of water. Drink one. May as well take all of them. Explosive powder. Okay, so cruise up here. We may as well. They're not quite ready. That's all right. Explosive powder we've got in here. Okay, let's take that one down and replace it with the big one. That gave us some super alloy back, which is handy. Let's chuck that in there. We don't need that osmium on us. And we don't need all this water on us. Alright. Try again. Maybe we can take a shortcut. We can hop up here. Still got a chunk of ice here that's not melted. Okay. We're a little bit further over. So through here, up the hill here. So now this is where we were picking up super alloy. Let's just chuck it up here. Our stuff's in the hab, that's right. Now, actually, does I think the uraninite, so that does give us some super alloy, I believe. So maybe we don't need it. Let's just have a look. That is doing uraninite. Okay, good. Okay, so that should do iridium. Let's just have a look around here and see if we did leave any uraninite lying around. Maybe there's some super alloy around too. But I'm not that hopeful. What's that? Magnesium. Yeah. Not what I'm looking for. There's one piece. There's a couple of bits here. Let's grab it. And that one. And I do have an idea of where we might build our proper base. And that is going to be not too far from our bauxite extractor, which I might go and upgrade to a tier 2. We are probably going to need more power for that. Alright, let's take this stuff home. Let's just go back over here. We'll just see if our extractor has pulled anything out of the ground yet. So I'll pop up here. It's got one piece. Okay. So I'll cruise home. And I will spare you the trip, and I'll see you when we get back. Okay, so I didn't quite make it back. I think I took a wrong turn, but look, we've got found some more osmium down here. So I'm going to grab that while we're here. And we might not even have space for it all. Just. Okay. So there's also a chest up here. I will grab it. Some of it. Zeolite. take that one. Alright, well, I guess we can come back for that. Okay, so through the tunnel again. And I will continue heading home, and I'll see you when we get there. Okay, so we've made it home. I'll have a quick drink there. Let's see. And I've got weeds growing through the floor. Alright, so let's offload this osmium. We've got a uranium rod here. Let's chuck that in there. Okay, we don't need to keep that anymore because now we are mining it. What have we got in here? Chuck the zeolite in there. We'll chuck them in there for now. Well, actually, we'll take those because I'll go and grab some extra food anyway. See if these are grown. They are. Oops. Okay. Eat one of those. Pop some squash in there. Eggplant in there. Bark. Seeds. Okay. And we've got too many mushrooms, so we should start making some bioplastic. That'll use a bit of it. Alright, let's hop down here. Let's check what we've got in here. We'll grab all of this stuff out. Let's chuck that in there. And we'll grab the rest of that out. Alright, let's put all this away. Sort that. Pop that in there. Titanium. Silicon. Magnesium. All the cobalt. Iron. Alright. No more titanium there. Let's sort that. Pop all this aluminium away there. Silicon. Magnesium. Iron's full. Cobalt's full. Overflow's full. Aluminum's not full. Was our silicon full? That is full. Yep. Okay. Alright. Let's grab that. That one's full. That one's full. And that one's full. Okay. Let's grab 4 of each. Silicon. And we need some aluminum. Alright. So I'll make up a couple more super alloys here. Let me see. How many super alloys do we have? Alright, let's grab an aluminum. We'll make a rod there. Okay, let's see. Probably going to need to pop up another nuclear plant. Alright, we need 3 more super alloys, so we're going to have to make them. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4 irons. Okay. Pop one in there. Okay, so explosive powder. Pop up here. Alright. So now we'll take down this last one here. And find a spot where we can fit this. Okay. That should be enough power. Yeah, we are going to take down a T1 extractor. So alright, so it shouldn't be too bad. I'm just going to drink one of these. We've got plenty of water. Alright. So, let's cruise over this way. So now initially, I was thinking of building our base somewhere over here. But, like with this little waterfall that's flowing over here. But I found another spot that I think will do. Now, also, while I was running around, I didn't pick it up. But while I was running around grabbing my iridium and uranium from our rockets in between episodes, I did see here, got a zeolite appearing on the map. Okay, over here, remember where we set up our extractor originally and then we come back to it and it was up in the middle of the ocean. I wasn't sure if there was a big sinkhole, if the ground had sunk. Well, the ground definitely has sunk. And we don't want to go over the edge of this waterfall because we're at the top of the waterfall. Look at that. And that to me looks like a big strip mine. I did come over here and I did fall down there and I almost didn't have enough energy to or oxygen rather, to find my way back. But I'm thinking up here, this might be a cool spot to put our base. Alright, so I'll pull that down. It's got shit in it. Okay. Let's take all that out. Do have container, but it's pretty much full. Alright. That's fine. Let's chuck another one up. Let's shove all of this in here. Alright, let's put the tier 2 up. And we're going to have to empty this one. We're not going to have resources to build a second one on us. Alright, you know what? Let's just take this stuff back. Alright. But, what I will do, we'll, craft up some more super alloy. Another super alloy rod. We'll get a second one going there. And I might possibly... don't know if it's worth upgrading our dolomite one and our sulfur one. I mean, it probably is worth it. But that will need more power. So anyway, cruise up here. Cruise in here. Let's hop downstairs. Let's have a look at what we're doing. Okay, so we are 56% across from flora towards trees. Yeah, these they do add some pressure and some heat. Not a lot, but it's a little bit. But anyway, that is going to do it for this episode. If you did enjoy this video, please leave me a like or a comment down below. If you'd like to see more, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.